What's up, everybody? This is Jamifa. I recently got a new computer in the mail. The thing's like about twice as powerful as my other computer, but ironically, I paid less for it because I got it like refurbished from the manufacturer. But it runs freaking great compared to the other one. No CPU throttling, screw all that crap. Anyway, the reason I'm mentioning this is because I have pre purchased Payday 2. It's available for pre purchase now, and it's been like that for at least a couple weeks, I think. I know for a fact my computer will be able to run it and record it. I'm hoping it'll be able to record it at high quality, though, because they have made a lot of updates and a lot of improvements to graphics and things like that. Hoping my computer can handle it and record at high quality at the same time. If not, I'll just have to settle for 360p or whatever runs fine on my computer. By the way, I'm also using my built-in microphone on this computer. For some reason, the built-in microphone on my original computer sucked ass, and I don't know why. This one, I'm using it right now, and it sounds almost as good as that tabletop, desktop microphone that I was using for a lot of my recordings. Anyway, you can pre-purchase Payday 2 right now. You can pre-purchase it for $30, or you can get the Career Criminal Edition for $50. And you really should invest that extra $20 for the Career Criminal Edition, unless you just don't really care, which, in that case, whatever. I personally am a Payday veteran, I would call myself, because I got the game like not on day one, but I started playing it like a month after it came out, and I played that game hardcore for quite a while. I'm really looking forward to the Payday 2 release. Cannot wait for it to come out. If you do pre-purchase Payday 2, everyone who pre-purchases, whether you get the Career Criminal Edition or not, will get a red dot sight mod available on all rifle-type weapons. You'll also get a special skull mask shape, a special mask pattern and color pattern for the masks, because there will be a new mask system where you can actually kind of craft your own mask, which sounds friggin' awesome. And you'll also get some start out cash in the game. So, give you a little boost in the game when you pre-purchase. If you get the Career Criminal Edition, which you really should, invest that extra $20, cheap ass. I mean, seriously, it costs less than most new releases, and you will get the soundtrack, which, if it's anything like the original soundtrack, that's worth the money. Its soundtrack is freaking amazing. You'll also get 2 beta keys. They're going to be doing a beta event sometime before release. I'm not sure when. I don't think they've actually released a date for it yet. I could be wrong. But anyway, you will be able to participate in the beta event, and you'll also get a beta key to give to someone else who hasn't pre-purchased the game, so they can participate in the beta event as well. You'll also get item discounts on everything in the game. Now, there are no microtransactions in the game. They're very clear about this. The in-game discounts you get apply only to in-game cash. It's not, pay to win or anything. You also get Bane's Guide to the Criminal Underworld. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it sounds like a strategy guide. If it is, I would really rather figure out the game myself. That's just the kind of gamer I am. Personally, I'd rather figure it out myself than read it in a manual, unless I find it like absolutely necessary to read a manual. Like if I'm playing a game like Minecraft, for example, I'm not gonna try to figure out how to craft every freaking item in the game. But I'm also not going to sit, on my computer forever looking at digging strategies or whatever. That's just the kind of gamer I am. I'll look up certain things, but for the most part, I'd rather figure it out myself. Anyway, but if that's your kind of thing, it sounds like basically kind of like a Prima official strategy guide. Could be wrong. Um, Either way, that's still pretty awesome. You'll also get blueprints to, I'm guessing, every single heist in the game. And these blueprints are actually printable, so if you want to be a hardcore Payday 2 fan, you can print out every single blueprint to every single map in the game and mount it on your wall, and you can look at it every day. Just like some kind of psychotic, obsessive, compulsive individual staring at blueprints, trying to figure out the perfect way to pull off the crime. Anyway, as for the features of the game, if you haven't already looked at like the Payday 2 trailers and like sneak peeks, you really should. I will try to remember to put links to all those, at least the ones I've seen, the good ones that I've seen. Um, there will be something new called Crime Net, where basically you'll find missions that are like more suited to your level and such, and you'll also be able to basically unlock different heists, and any heists that you haven't unlocked, haven't played before. When normally you wouldn't be able to play them, you can find a friend who has unlocked it and play it with them. So so it's not really restricting what you can play if you're playing with a friend or whatever. It's just basically picking out ones that the game thinks are right for you. As long as this is done right, that will be not a problem at all. There are also, as I said, a bunch of updates to like the game's engine. I think it's still using the same basic engine, but there are a lot of like optimizations and such, like better graphics. They said they brought someone from DICE, who made Battlefield 3, um, to work on the game. So I at first I thought it was going to use Frostbite, but no, it's as far as I know, it's not. Anyway, there will also be a whole different skill system. You can like specialize in stealth. You can get all these gadgets like camera jammers and freaking. You can kill somebody in stealth. Yes, you can actually do that now. You couldn't do that in Diamond Heist, but now you can knock somebody out, shoot them in the back of the head, jam a knife up their fucking ass, and then hide the body. So that sounds great. And there are multiple different ways you can complete each mission. You can go in guns blazing if you know you can do it that way. If you want to just get it over with and not have to worry about planning and blah, 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 you can just walk in, shoot the place up, shoot the cops that come and, get out of there. Or you can be a ghost and do the entire thing without the cops even showing up. Now, of course, not all heists will have that ability, but some will, which is pretty freaking awesome. And even the ones that don't have that ability are still supposed to have these different branching pathways, different ways you can complete the mission. Unlike the way Payday 1 is, where it's pretty linear. I mean, there are a few different ways. Like, you can hold out here if you want to, you can hold out here if you want to, or whatever. But it's still basically, drill this thing, walk over here, do this on the computer, and then go blah, blah, blah. So there are actually going to be multiple different ways, and the game's going to change. And there are different, more advanced AI for the cops. Like, the cops will actually try to counter what you're doing. Like, if you're trying to steal extra cash and stuff, they'll try to keep you from doing that, etc. All of this sounds freaking awesome. And, like, the character models, a lot of them are completely different. Like, the bulldozer now wears, what do they call it? An EOD suit, I think they call it. I believe the bulldozer wears like something that looks a lot like an actual suit that people wear. I mean, the current one kind of looks like a hazmat suit, but I mean, even the current one still looks pretty cool. It's like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Boom. It's like, oh shit. Uh, yeah. If you actually listen closely, he actually does say sometimes that he will fuck you up. What I like to do is when he says that, I come around the corner and says, "No, you're gonna get fucked up." Bang, 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 bang. Empty an entire M308 clip into his face. That is great. Or a Brenner or an AK-47. Either gun works just fine. So if you're planning on pre-purchasing Payday 2, or if you have already done it, add me on Steam. I want to be able to play the game Payday 2 with veterans from the original Payday who were either playing it from day one, or like me, who were playing it from the very early days before Overkill 145 Plus and before Overkill was even released, the difficulty mode. So if you were playing since then, I especially want you to add me on Steam. Just look up my username, or just look up Jamifa, Jamifa. It should be like the only thing that pops up, because I've never seen anyone else ever use that username like on anything ever. So you should have no problem finding me. Just send me an invite and I will accept it. I shouldn't be getting too many, so it's not like I have to worry about accepting like 100 of them or whatever. So go ahead and add me on Steam if you have pre-purchased Payday 2. I will add you, and we will see. I'll see what I can do. I will definitely be playing a game or two with at least some of you, but I'll see if I can set up a recording or something. Um, I'll have to play single player for a few games to try to get my rig set up and everything, and try to figure out if I can actually record that game at a high FPS. May have to do some adjustments, like put the graphics on low while I record or whatever. But I'll make whatever preparations I can. And if you want me to record footage, and you want to be in that game, by all means, we'll work something out, I guess. So if you haven't already done so, throw Simon Vicklin your money right now. Pre-purchase Payday 2. Get the Career Criminal Edition if you want to, or not. Either way's good, really. If you don't care about the soundtrack or the other extra stuff, that's fine. You may or may not really care about that. Honestly, I'm not like an obsessive fan over Payday, but I still went ahead and got the Career Criminal Edition because I did want the soundtrack. I did kind of want the soundtrack, and like I said, it costs less than a new release normally costs anyway. So I was like, why not? You know, I want to keep supporting these guys because so far they've done an amazing job keeping up with the community, communicating with the people who play the game, listening to advice from them, listening to suggestions, and they've added a lot of extra heists and things like that. And they've been actually listening to what people are saying, like, oh, do a casino map or do a yacht map where you're robbing a yacht or something, robbing a rich guy on his yacht or something. They've actually listened to a lot of feedback on different levels they should add. And as far as I know, some of those ideas are actually in Payday 2. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure. I think I heard something about a casino level going to be in Payday 2. Not sure. I'd have to double check that. Anyway, so this has been me obsessing over Payday 2 like a fangirl. Kawaii! You will see me on Payday 2, or if you decide to watch some of my other videos until then, you will see me then.